Charles, right here. Obviously, you've been in some pretty massive fight weeks, but it doesn't get much bigger than UFC 300. So I guess what are the emotions now that fight camp's over and just got to make weight and then fight on Saturday?
Cara, de verdade, feliz demais com tudo que vem acontecendo. Já lutei, como você mesmo falou, grandes eventos, mas um evento como esse aqui é um evento mágico, é um evento que fala muito daquilo que eu venho falando sobre deixar o legado. Com certeza isso aqui nunca vai ser apagado.
I mean, just very happy, as you said, like I've fought in numerous events, but you talking about an event like this, it's just like magical and something that we always talk about, which is actually a legacy. This cannot be erased.
And when they came to you with Arman, did that get you excited, or were you excited to just have a fight in general? And what do you make of all the things that Arman's been saying about you leading up to this fight?
Cara, na realidade foi um contexto geral, pela essa proporção que ele vem trazendo, com esse boom que ele vem levando, que é o novo garoto. Então isso aqui é bom para mim, né, por ser um evento como esse. Então na realidade é algo gigante. E sobre o que ele fala, na realidade eu nem ligo. É mais um dos que falaram, e todos aqueles que falaram vocês viram o que aconteceram.
Actually, it's like a general context. The fact that he is coming up as an up-and-comer in the organization, that he's kind of been on a boom, and it's taken more, a different proportion, a fight with him, what's at stake as well, and also just to be in an event like this and be part of this event, this organization. As for what he said, I mean, everyone has said the same thing. People have said this many times, and look at what happened to every single one of them that said something like that.
He was also in here, and when we asked him if it was actually personal with him, he said he's just trying to sell the fight. It's not actually personal. So what do you make of, like, he doesn't necessarily believe what he's saying. He's just trying to, build the interest in the fight with the fans.
Com certeza, isso aí eu aprendi. São 14 anos aqui dentro. Alguns deles falam para tentar vender, alguns falam para tentar entrar na mente. Na realidade, para mim não faz diferença nenhuma. Eu só vendo a luta de uma forma. Depois que fecha o cage. Depois que fecha o cage, aí eu vendo a luta. Você sabe como que é. Eu só ando para frente. Sou um leão lá dentro caçando.
I think this is something I've learned. I mean, it's 14 years here, so I completely understand why. Some people sell the fight in a different way. Some people are going to say things, and it doesn't matter. Like, I saw the fight in just one way. When that door closes, I'm a lion hunting. That's what I do. That's my style of selling a fight.
And I'm curious if you saw, he did a fan Q&A in Miami before UFC 299. And a lot of the fans antagonized him, and they were very pro-Charles and said, like, Charles is going to choke you out, Charles is going to do this to you, and they didn't have many positive things to say. So I'm curious, like, do you see these fans, like, even though he trains in Miami, they're still on your side?
Eu amo todos eles. É o amor que a gente sente. É um carinho gigantesco, eu respeito todo mundo me respeita. Eu estava muito feliz. Eu não estava no local, mas era como se eu tivesse. Eu não postei, lógico, isso. Eu não vendo dessa forma, mas eu vi milhares de pessoas me mandaram esses vídeos e eu fiquei muito feliz, fico muito contente. Isso aqui vai acontecer aqui também, eu tenho a maior certeza. Coletiva de imprensa, pesagem, luta. É o Charles Oliveira, é o Charles do Bronx.
It's the love that I feel. It's the love that I get everywhere. It was so amazing to see that. Is that the love that you can feel? So, I saw it. I was extremely happy when I saw it. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't post it because I wouldn't. That's not how I sell the fight. But I saw it. I was aware. It's just that's how I feel with people. The fact that they were with us, and it's gonna happen here again. It's gonna happen in the press conference. It's going to happen at the weigh-ins, and it's gonna happen on Saturday. That's it. The love for Charles Oliveira, Charles the Bronx.
Justin Gaethje was just in here, and he said that there are going to be two contenders coming out of this fight card, the winner of your fight and the winner of his fight against Max. And he expects Islam to fight both of you guys, the winners of these two fights, by the end of the year. I'm curious if you're in agreement with that kind of scenario Justin laid out.
Cara, na realidade, é muita gente falando muitas coisas. Né? Todo mundo sabe que o próximo da fila sou eu. Né? O Dana White mesmo tinha falado isso, eu sofri uma lesão, voltei. Agora diz que o Islam também tinha sofrido uma lesão e está voltando agora. Então, cara, na realidade, eu acredito muito que o próximo da fila sou eu, não tem como mudar. Vamos esperar. Vamos pensar uma coisa de cada vez. Vamos pensar sábado agora, vencendo agora, a gente vê o que faz pro final.
A lot of people have been saying all these things, and I think it's just, I mean, Dana even said it, that I'm next in line. And then I got injured. And then Islam allegedly is injured as well. So it's a lot of people are going to say things, but let's wait. Let's take one thing at a time. Let's get this win on Saturday, and then we'll talk about it.
And last one for me, can I get your thoughts on the fight of the main event between Jamal and Alex, and then the BMF fight between Max and Justin?
Jamal Hill é um grande lutador, só que eu acho que qualquer cara que lutar contra o Alex na parte em pé é muito perigoso. O Alex Batan chuta muito bem, né, se movimenta muito bem, então eu creio que pode muito nocautear, mas creio que vai ser uma grande luta e acredito muito na vitória do Alex Batan. Né? E da luta do BMF, eu acho que são dois grandes lutadores, dois grandes nomes, mas eu acredito muito no Dusty Gate pelo fato de ser um verdadeiro 70 quilos, um cara que pega duro, um cara que se movimenta duro, mas vai ser uma grande luta.
As far as Alex and Jamal, I mean, Alex is just a force. So he obviously he's so strong, and even though I like Jamal. Jamal's a strong guy, a good opponent, but Alex is just so. If anyone that faces Poatan, if they stand with him, they know what they're facing. Just a guy with a heavy hand that he'll strike with you really well. He will kick you a lot too. So you know that any strike can happen, and he can just end the fight right there. As far as Gage and Holloway, Gage is a true lightweight, so he understands things. He knows how to move around the octagon. He knows where he puts his punches. Like he knows his power. He knows he can do things. So I think he's the favorite.
Charles, over here. You and Arman share some common opponents, one being Beneil Dariush. What did you make of Arman Tsarukyan's performance against Beneil Dariush?
Foi uma grande luta. Ele saiu com a vitória. Aproveitou a oportunidade. O momento que ele teve, ele foi e fez o trampo acontecer.
Great fight, came out with a win, took advantage of the opportunity. And the moment that he saw, he just took advantage of it and made it happen.
Charles, you are very well known for your grappling. You are a third-degree black belt. You have the most submission wins in UFC history. But I feel like a lot of times, because you're so good on the ground, people forget that you have excellent Muay Thai technique. And do you feel in this matchup that you're more dangerous on the ground or in the striking?
Olha, de verdade, sou um lutador de MMA. Eu sou um perigo tanto no chão quanto em pé. Já falei isso milhares de vezes, algumas pessoas ainda não botaram fé. Eu sou o problema dessa divisão. Se você quiser vir trocar porrada, eu vou trocar porrada em pé com você, não tem problema nenhum. Se você quiser me botar para baixo, pode voltar, eu sou o maior finalizador da história. Então isso não é se gabar nem se achar, é simplesmente ter confiança. Treino na maior equipe do mundo, Chutebox Diego Lima. Estou pronto para lutar contra qualquer um, em qualquer lugar do mundo.
I'm an MMA fighter, and that's it. It doesn't matter. You want to take this down to the ground, we'll do it. You want to stand up and you want to strike, we'll do it. It doesn't matter. I said this. I have the problem of this division. I will fight anyone, anywhere. It does not matter. As a complete fighter, I can go anywhere with this fight. Last week, you announced that you're actually going to have your first son. And we know what happened last time when you had Tyler. After Tyler, 11 straight wins. So what's going to happen? Charles on a streak 2.0?
Fala, irmão. Tranquilo, bom te ver. Cara, na realidade, eu já estava muito motivado. Né? Estava muito motivado, muito focado, querendo continuar essa história gigantesca, essa história linda que Deus vem proporcionando para mim. Se tornar campeão mais uma vez, deixar um legado. E aí Deus me deu esse presente maravilhoso junto com a vitória. Né, que é meu filho, Dominique. E então, cara, você imagina, na metade do camp vem essa notícia maravilhosa. Então, por que não? Por que a gente não embalar com uma sequência gigantesca de vitórias? Sim, eu estou muito motivado, eu estou muito feliz, eu estou muito grato a Deus por tudo isso que vem acontecendo. Sou muito grato a Deus, muito grato a ela, por tudo que vem fazendo na minha vida, por tudo que vem me abençoando, me ajudando. A palavra-chave é gratidão. Sabe? Eu estou muito grato por tudo que tem acontecendo e eu só estou no caminho, como eu falei agora as últimas vezes. De verdade, algumas pessoas estão falando que eu já tenho tudo. Não, eu não tenho nada ainda. Tem muita coisa para acontecer, tem muita lenha para queimar, tem muita história para acontecer, tem muitos sonhos para se tornar real.
I was already motivated. I was already focused. And, midway through camp, I was ready in camp. And we're halfway through camp, and all of a sudden I get this blessing. And I get these news that this is happening. So I get this gift that I'm getting from God and from Victoria. And why not? Why not rock this boat? Why not use this and turn it into a streak? I'm just very grateful. I'm very grateful for the opportunity God has given me, the opportunities that God has given me throughout, and then what the Victoria has brought to the table as well. It's just the word is being grateful. The word is to being thankful for this opportunity, and people say, I don't know, some people say sometimes, he's got everything, you got everything. Now, I do not have everything. There's a lot to be gotten yet. It's still, we still need to get a lot of things. There's a lot of dreams. There's a lot of aspirations. And there's a legacy and history to be put in.
Charles, you haven't lost a non-title bout since 2017, yet still people write you off. Does that motivate you to keep proving them wrong?
Lutas são lutas. Todas elas levam aquilo que você quer, que é com o seu braço levantado se tornar campeão. Então não importa se ela é para uma disputa de título ou uma luta normal como essa. Eu quero que meu braço seja levantado. Eu quero continuar aumentando esse legado. Quero levar a vitória para minha família, para todas as pessoas que acreditam em mim. Lutas são lutas.
Fights are fights. It doesn't matter what you're fighting for. You want to get that hand raised at the end. It really doesn't matter what's at stake. What you want is to win. You win for yourself, win for that legacy, to grow that legacy, win for all of those that have been with you all throughout, and for your family as well. So fights are fights. It doesn't matter.
Charles, on this card, the UFC has brought out all the records, the history behind every fighter on this card, and you could make a strong argument of the 26 people competing on Saturday, you have the best resume, you have the most records. What does it mean to you that you have all that behind you on a card like this? You stand out among all these fighters with all this history behind them.
Cara, são 14 anos aqui dentro, né? 14 anos que eu me entreguei da minha vida, 14 anos que eu acreditei num sonho gigantesco. Então, tenho que ser grato. Recordes, bônus, finalizações, número 1 do ranking, campeão. Eu sou muito grato, tenho que ser grato às pessoas que acreditaram em mim o tempo inteiro, que nunca deixaram eu desfocar, que sempre me manteram meu pé no chão, nunca me deixaram voar, sabe? Porque tem cara que não ganhou de ninguém e se acha tanto. Então, poder chegar aqui num UFC como esse, num card como esse, né? Ter um gabarito como esse, então, como eu falei, é só o começo, tem muita coisa para acontecer. Sou muito grato a Deus, muito grato às pessoas que sempre me ajudaram e sempre me ajudou.
Obviously very thankful, and it's 14 years in the UFC. There's a lot that I've done. It's all the work that was put in. So, you know, it's all the wins, all the records, all the finishes, all the bonuses, and everything else. It's very thankful for the opportunities and for the fact that I was able to accomplish all these things, and for all the people that believed in me, and the people that were there all the way, and people that actually kept my feet on the ground, that didn't let me just fly away. There are a lot of people out there that haven't even once anything, and they're already talking a lot, so you have to be very grateful. The word is grateful, and to continue to be humble and be very thankful for the opportunity, for being considered, and that's how all those credentials come about.